Good morning, good afternoon, hello. Welcome to Chef MichaelBJacobs, or Chef MBJ YouTube channel, as we like to say it. Thank you for coming, thank you for joining, thank you for watching. All right, that's enough thank yous. Let's get started. So today, we're back in the office cooking for some execs. And we've got some sweet potato, purple Peruvian sweet potato we're gonna do. We're gonna do some grilled chicken. I got some peaches in that are looking pretty gnarly right now, but we're gonna make them pretty. We're gonna do like a peach tomato arugula salad and probably some other stuff too that we'll make up, maybe some peppers and onion mix. I think it'll go nice too with the colors and flavors for the chicken. Anyway, let's get started. We'll jump right in as we always do. And we got some boneless, skinless chicken breast because that's all the client eats. Anyway, we're gonna get started. As we cook, we are being questioned, I think, a little bit. So we're answering questions that you guys wrote in, and we will get started on those as well. So, here we go. Oh, and just for the record, we got the new titanium cutting board from Washer that I was reprimanded numerous times recently about. So just letting you guys all know, that means you, Andrea, that we got the new cutting board. I'm taking the chicken and I'm going to just slice it really thin, almost like a piccata cutlet, but I'm gonna do smaller pieces so that people can just cut it into 1 or 2 bites. And as you can see, I think it'll be perfect. We're gonna put them in the bowl and we're gonna marinate everything and get it started. And I like to use chicken breast, skinless, boneless, and like I said before, I've told you, if it's frozen, it's not an issue. If it's fresh, even better. But if it's frozen, try to get it when it's just before fully thawed, because all meats, all proteins are easier to cut as you defrost them. It's a little easier to slice through them. As you can see, they're a little easier. Eating 4 to 6 today. So we're using about 2 pounds of chicken. They like leftovers. So they're gonna have about 2.5 pounds. So that should be plenty of chicken. And again, I just don't know if you guys are watching, but I wanna show you. This is how I like to do it, and that way, you see, we can just kind of tenderize it as we cut it and just break some of those fibers down. So let me show you. You know, and that way the marinade gets in there. You don't want to hammer it too much like that one, but you know, you can use a mallet. Or my personal favorite is still the back of a saute pan. But if they're, you know, a little thick, and this is also good for, if, like I said before, if you're gonna make like a scallopini or a cutlet, you can also do it this way as well. If you have kids, you know, and you wanna make small portions, that's always good too, right guys? And the first question is from a restaurateur.
Yeah. So the first question is, why do most restaurants fail in the first year? And your hook is going to say, here's a silent killer that shuts down most restaurants.
So the question is why do most restaurants shut down within the first year of operations?
Do it one more time.
So the first question we have is from a restaurateur. Why do restaurants shut? Here's our chicken, beautifully done. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a quick marinade. And I have no idea what we have in the fridge, but I'm gonna look right now and figure that out to make a quick marinade. Worcestershire sauce or Worcestershire sauce. We got some ginger, prefab. We got some, whoops, we'll pick that one up later. Okay, we got mirin. Gotta love mirin. I love mirin. All right. If you don't use mirin, it's a sweet sake from Japan that is really delicious. A little bit of tamari, Japanese soy sauce. Okay, and then just my cooking background, I have to add some Dijon because that's just me. All right, so let me put this stuff away. All right, so I'm slicing up a little bit of scallions here. Half of it's going to go in the marinade, and half of it's going to stay for a garnish for when we're done with the chicken, okay? And what that is that adds a little bit of a sweet onion flavor for us because that's what I want to add to this chicken. Bang. And let's use the whites, which is a little stronger than the green part. I knew you all knew that, so that's why I'm showing you this aspect. All right, make sure you get it all. So, anybody got any good ideas for the summer for cooking? I just made a grilled watermelon salad inspired by an old friend of mine who used to do a grilled watermelon and tuna dish years ago at his restaurant. And we did a grilled watermelon, arugula, and strawberry dish that was so good, I loved it. Hope you guys like them. Anyway, what else? All right, so we got the scallion. Now we're gonna mix up the chicken and put it in, and then we're gonna get started on the peppers and everything else. Okay, so here's your chicken, like I said before. We got that going. I did not add salt and pepper or oil yet, so we're gonna add that next before we get crazy. Okay, so we're gonna get a couple sprays of oil. Again, I'm not going to tell you guys what to use or what not to use, but I am not a fan of olive oil for marinades and vinaigrettes. Most people are, but not me, because I feel like it overpowers it. You know, I think depending on what you want to do with it, I think it's extremely important. Okay, so here's our kosher salt. Little kosher salt's going in there. We can always reseason as we move forward, right? Don't forget. And then we're going to add some, I thought we had a pepper mill. I thought there was a pepper mill. I used to go. That's pretty pepper. Okay, fine, be that way. I will use the cracked black pepper that's here, which I don't like to use, but we'll use it anyway. Okay, so there's some black pepper. We all know what's my saying. I love to use white pepper because I don't like to see the flakes. Okay, so again, we're just gonna marinate this, put it in here, get started. We're gonna check on our time, and we're gonna get ready on the next two items, okay? We'll be right back, and see you soon. Thanks. Right? Let's do this shit.
You said you wanted 230.
What?
238-minute ones?
Yeah.
So
It doesn't matter, like beautiful Georgia peaches that are just coming into season. I'm cleaning them up a little bit. I was gonna grill them, but I'm not now. I have some tomatoes I'm using up. It doesn't matter if they're grape tomatoes or if they're heirloom tomatoes, whatever you want. I think a tomato, sweet fruit, and arugula salad is really, really nice for summertime, beginning of summertime, end of spring. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm not even gonna peel them. I wash the skin, and I really like peaches that are a little firm, but not, you know, too soft either, because I think that takes away from the bite in a salad. And you're not making cobbler, remember? All right, so, yeah, these are perfect. So good. That with a little bit of lemon juice is gonna be so yummy. You're gonna love it. All right, so, and we're just gonna dress the salad really light. And even though it is the office setting, and you know how I always like to put the dressing on the side, I think I'm gonna actually dress the salad today, just to get it going. And I want some of the peach to break down, but it's gorgeous. It really is a nice flavor today. So what I'm doing is I'm just gonna slice it into thin slices, very, very, you know, abstractly if you want. You don't have to follow any recipe on this one. But just so you get a nice crunched, probably a 2-biter on the peach. And again, like I said, make sure you always take care of your staff, cameraman and everybody, because they're going to be the ones to make sure you look good. No, that's good. It's not bad. It's like it's not really, really, really sweet, which is good because it'll go perfect as a savory sweet item, right? So see this? I have to break it up because the peach core got in the way. I'm not upset. I'm not going to cry because it's not uniform. Don't worry. A lot of guys will fight you for it, but I like uniform too, but on certain occasions and certain dishes. This is a salad. I don't mind being a little bit, you know, rough around the edges on it. So I think this peach is actually a little better. Here we go. Let's get moving. Ah, baby arugula. Look at that. Found it. All right. Ooh, got to pick through it. Always pick through your pre-washed. Make sure you wash it if it's not pre-washed. Right? Real quick. Salad, salt. Here we go. I'm going to spray it with some of our oil. Now I would normally like to add a lot of pepper, but remember, arugula's got that peppery flavor. And what do they call arugula in England? Rocket. Why? Because it's packed with power and flavor. I know. Silly Brits, aren't they? Okay, anyway. All right, there's that. And now we're going to toss, okay? Toss it real quick. You know what's nice in here too, if you have them, you have some pickled red onions. That would be good in here. Or even some pickled pearl onions. Some pickled pearl onions would be good in here too. All right, so I'm gonna probably shave a little bit of parm on top at the end, but I'm gonna let this kind of macerate a little bit together and put it in a bowl for you. Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of balsamic. Okay, done. Now, all we got to do is add a little Parmesan before we go, and we're ready. Okay, so we got our peppers going. We're going to add a little Earl. Onions. All right, let's do a little onion quick too, right? Oh boy. So anyway, we're going to slice up a couple onions, put in the grill pan. We're going to grill off the chicken. First, I think I'm going to do the vegetables so that the flavors of the onions and peppers will still be on the pan, and the chicken will pick up a little of that. That's what we call residual. Don't forget, very important. Okay, so here we go. We're going to these are small, beautiful onions, so we're going to make them a little thicker. And beautiful, that'll work perfectly. Cut the tips off. Everybody knows, and I don't need to tell you, but remember, the reason people cry when you cut onions is the core. The core, where the hair and the roots are, don't cut that till the end, because that's aroma. The aroma that comes out of there is what actually stimulates your eyes to cry. And not a lot of people remember that, but I do, because I don't want to cry anymore. I stopped crying years ago, though I cry every day at home when I see my kids. Anyway, okay, enough. All right, here we go. And the last onion, like I said, core at the end, right? Boom, 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 boom. boom, boom. Okay, so we got 2 small onions. We got 1 pepper red, 1 pepper yellow, and we're just gonna put those on the grill pan. So if you guys wanna come over here for a minute, I got that bad boy going. All right, we're gonna put the yellow down. Come on, don't drop it. Yellow, red, right? Keeping it all going. Here we go. Oh my God, he's doing it. Look at that. Okay, and a little bit of onionism. Okay, all right. We're gonna kick this induction up to 10, and that's it, guys. Let it cook. Don't mess with it. All right. Clean up, I'll tell you. If your food and menu don't match the ambiance, the concept, that's a great reason why it's not working. So I don't know if I told you guys or saw, we're doing the Peruvian potatoes. I started part cooking them. I cooked them halfway or 3/4 of the way. I cut them in half, sprayed them with a little bit of oil, salt, pepper, and I put them in the oven. What I'm doing is now just trying to get the skin nice and crispy on the outside. Because I love the skin and it's got nutritional value, remember, wash the skin, scrub it, do it really clean. Try to eat the skin because the nutritional, excuse me, that was a tough one. The nutritional value on the skin of a lot of fruits and vegetables is very important for your health and your digestive system. Your gut health, as they say, is very important. And some of them are tough to digest, I understand that, for people that have issues. But if you don't have issues yet, eat the skins. Potato skins are really good. Literally, the outside is very nutritious. Okay. What else we got? Okay. I think we're going to be able to get away with just one today, which is good. All right. Salad, potato, salad, potato, salad, potato, potato salad. Okay. All right, we got some peppers going. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is, as you can see, I'm gonna take the onions out so they can sit, and then we're gonna keep cooking some of these peppers because they still need a little bit more time, all right? Just wanted you to know where the onions went. All right. Look at this, huh? Okay. All right, potatoes are ready. Everybody hear that? Potatoes are ready. Let's get them potatoes going. Okay, potatoes. Oh, look at that, huh? Dang, look at that. We got the potatoes. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful. Love it. All right, we're gonna put it on for another 5 minutes outside and then we're done. Okay. We're getting there. We're moving and grooving. Okay. So, let's start to set up our salad. We'll get the salad ready. And we're going to get the chicken in the pan. And then we're ready to go, guys. What are we doing? Oh, so let's do the salad real quick, guys. Salad. Right. We got that beautiful salad. So we got your parm, and you don't have to use parm, but I like it because I like arugula and parmesan. I think they go really well. And you know, you want to get fancy. You want to grate it. You want to use a microplaner. You want to use a peeler. You know, peelers were really popular, I guess, a few years back. Now everybody's using microplaners, so that everybody goes like this, and then they just pile it up, and it looks like a dust bucket, right? It's just all this dust right on top, but it's actually Parmesan cheese. Oh my God, what a concept. I know. See, and then you just leave it like that. I don't think it's as sexy as it used to be, but depends on what you're doing. So look at this, huh? All right, there's that. We got that going. How about some silverware for that? The serving utensils. Beautiful salad of peaches, tomato, arugula, balsamic, glaze. Done. All right. That's in the background. We got the warmer going. Okay, finally. All right, now we're gonna take our, here we go. We got our peppers. We got these beautiful peppers. And boy, are they gorgeous. Okay, beautiful peppers, onions. And we're just gonna cut these up right now. While that's being cut, we're gonna start to cook the chicken. Everybody ready for the chicken? Here we go. Let me show you. Okay, so here's our chicken, marinating for a while now. And remember, there's oil and ingredients in here, so we can actually just put it straight in the pan. If you want, if you're nervous, you could put a little oil spray, whatever you want. I don't really think it's that much of a deal. If you need it, I don't think so. But that's just me. Okay, so we're gonna put the chicken in. Excuse my back. All right. Grilled chicken. Grilled chicken. Okay, so we're gonna obviously have to do it in batches, and we're there. All right, so that's the chicken going. Now let's get the peppers. So I'm going to, excuse me one second. So we're gonna obviously have to do it in batches, and we're there. All right, so that's the chicken going. Now let's get the peppers. So I'm going to, excuse me one second, not so beautiful, glass containers. So here we go. So I'm just going to randomly cut them. I don't really think it has to go in a certain fashion. I always like diamond and triangles. That's just me. I guess I'm a little funky like that. But I guess back when I used to do a lot of Asian cuisine, that's what I would do. And I think our potatoes are ready. You hear that? That beep beep means your glasses are ready at our room. Okay, everybody, I don't know if you got to see, beautiful potatoes. Leave them there, let them sit for a minute while we get everything else working. Okay, there we go. Peppers, onions, chicken's cooking. There we go. Let's go. All right. Bam, bam, bam. Boom, boom, boom. I can hear, as you get older and you cook more, you can hear how the food's cooking, and you can tell by the searing and the noise or the lack of, or the juices coming out. You can always figure out your timing as you get older. I noticed that. I don't think everybody can do that in the beginning when they start cooking. But I think it's a cool little trait that you pick up as you get older cooking. All right. Let's see what we got here. There's a raw. All right. Look at that, huh? Look at that boy, huh? See that? Nice little. See? The chicken gets good. Hey-o. Who turned on the lights? Who turned on the lights? Okay, here we go. Chicken. All right, so we're just moving it around, cooking it around. I'm not getting even headbands?
No, headbands.
Oh, I got a lot of paper. And then we're gonna go with miso. I like this white miso. I've been using. I'm on a miso kick lately. I don't know. I think it's just me, but I love it, and it's good for you to a degree. I think it's good for gut health, as we keep saying. I like it. Okay. All right. Everybody ready? Good. All right. So we're just going to add this together like this, and then we're going to add a little bit of honey. Slippery critters, aren't they? Remember that line? That was a good line. I had a rubber spatula. Did anybody see the rubber spatula? No? Yeah, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. I don't see it. So we'll use the metal spoon. Why? Because that's the next best thing. Okay. Okay. All right, that's that, and we're just going to add, all right, we're going to add some honey to this miso, all right, and then we have like it's almost like a maitre d' hotel butter, as they say back in the day, or this is called making do with what you got. So maple syrup, because it's just as good. So what does that do? That goes back to that sweet and salty, right? Miso, salty, butter. Besides, sweet potatoes and maple syrup go together too. I know, you're looking at me funny. It's okay. All right, so we got this moving. Okay. I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil, just a touch, because you all know how I feel. You know how I feel with the olive oil? All right, so we got that going. Again, remember, I'm only using 3 sweet potatoes, so I'm just making a little bit. All right, but again, you can make this, it'll last and sit in the refrigerator. Okay, so that's together. That's a loud noise, isn't it? Okay, all right. With that done, we're going to put that together into the tray where we put the sweet potatoes down, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up the tray of sweet potatoes for the warmer, and you're going to see it in 2 seconds. Miso. I like this white miso. I've been using. I'm on a miso kick lately. I don't know. I think it's just me. But I love it, and it's good for you to a degree. I think it's good for gut health, as we keep saying. I like it. Okay. All right. Everybody ready? Good. All right. So we're just going to add this together like this, and then we're going to add a little bit of honey. Slippery critters, aren't they? Remember that line? That was a good line. I had a rubber spatula. Did anybody see the rubber spatula? No? Yeah, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. I don't see it. So we'll use the metal spoon. Why? Because that's the next best thing. Okay. Okay. All right. That's that. And we're just going to add, all right, we're going to add some honey to this miso, all right? And then we have like it's almost like a maitre d' hotel butter, as they say back in the day, or this is called making do with what you got. So maple syrup, because it's just as good. So what does that do? That goes back to that sweet and salty, right? Miso, salty, butter. Besides, sweet potatoes and maple syrup go together too. I know, you're looking at me funny. It's okay. All right, so we got this moving. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil, just a touch, because you all know how I feel. You know how I feel with the olive oil? All right, so we got that going. Again, remember, I'm only using 3 sweet potatoes, so I'm just making a little bit. All right, but again, you can make this, it'll last and sit in the refrigerator. Okay, so that's together. That's a loud noise, isn't it? Okay. Okay, potato. Here we go. Okay, so these are a little big, so let's cut them. Okay, so we're going to cut them in half. Okay, the big pieces. And the small ones we'll put in here. We'll arrange it all nicely. Okay. There we go. Right? And we're just going to put the butter rustic style right on top, okay? And let it just melt, because remember, the potatoes are nice and hot. It'll just melt right into it. And like I said before, miso, maple syrup, butter. This potato is going to be to die for. Okay? You're going to love it. All right. Excellent. All right, and there we go. Very simple and rustic looking sweet potatoes. Enjoy. Finishing up the chicken, as you guys can see. And that will make the final batch, which took 3 batches. And really a lot of pain in the butt, but that's what we got to work with. You got to make do with what you got, right? Here for that. All right. Okay. All right, let me got to take care of the staff, right? Isn't that what I said before? So let's take care of the staff. Producer. That's what we used to call him, right? Okay, this is a quick meal, as you noticed. And I'm almost done, but we got the chicken, we got our peppers and onions, we got our potatoes, we got a nice little salad. You know, we got everything you're supposed to have for a meal. The last part, where did I put them? Okay, so here we go, guys. We're just gonna put up the last pieces of chicken, put it into the container, and you know, this is a really good dish also with like chicken thighs, you know, because chicken thighs stay juicy. But my client is a real stickler for chicken breast for whatever reason. I don't know. I do know, but I'm not going to say it. But I like to try to appease as much as possible, even though I pretend not to. Okay, so we're gonna, let's do this. Okay. Force a habit, I guess, right? Okay. So, hold on. All right, chef. All righty. Okay. Let's get. And remember what I said? I said, don't forget a little bit of garnish for your chicken. It's a little scallion. All right. And that's our meal for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed dining in with us and cooking with us today. On my YouTube channel, I'm Chef MichaelBJacobs, Chef MBJ, and we'll just run through the menu real quick for you all. We got a peaches and tomato arugula salad, a little bit of balsamic, some microplaned and shaved Parmesan. We have ginger soy marinated chicken breast, cut very thin. We have Peruvian purple potatoes with miso maple syrup butter. And we have a little bit of side of peppers and onions to go with it all. Tune in next time. We got a lot moving, a lot going on. We got questions and answers. We're doing it all. Look forward to seeing you. Thanks for joining.